Okay, so I was dancing in the rain. Then I was getting ready to go take a shower and everything. I just can't get myself together until I try to do some more seeds to germinate. So I was looking, I've already planted my onions. I should have watched the video first in reference to my onions. These are the ones that I put out. Some of them I just kept in here because I may do them later. I wanted to see the video first. I always do things get overly excited, and I know we were getting rain today, so I went out there and tried to put sow, S-O-W. Went out there to try to sow my bulbs for my garden. Got excited and just, I said, we're getting rain, so that would help, you know, with the growth of them and everything. And then I said, so I'll watch a video later. I know we have to stick them up like this. It needs to go like this, upward when you plant, not like this, because that's the bottom. So I got excited, went out there, put my soil and everything, my compost and everything in the ground, and then I went to work. But here's the thing. Okay, so once I watched the video of Next Level Gardening, the man that was talking on there, he didn't say his name, but that's the particular page it is, and he was talking about different states, which is like this on the back of here, where it shows the states here. And I'm in the South, so I need the one for daylight. It's a daylight. It's a certain levels for each state. It's different levels here. You can barely see this what I'm showing, but planting time zones. And so I'm from Texas, and it's saying that I'm in the right area to plant now for these onion sets. These are onion sets. So I did do red, white, yellow, and yellow. So when I did that, I was like, okay. So I looked on this, and it says for Texas, for South, January through April. Okay, this is May, and this is the first part of May, so I think I should be doing good by planting these now. I hope that I will be doing well. And I did put them deep into the ground. The only thing that I think I may have not done properly is cover them up really well at the top. So after it rains, I'm going to put some more soil at the top of them and cover. But I did enjoy watching Next Level Gardening, because he gave a lot of information about growing onions and growing them from seeds, and also growing them from the onion sets as well. And that's what I have here, onion sets. And he was saying that he was disappointed for about 2 years that he was never able to get onions. And so he finally figured it out in reference to the growing seasons that's shown back on here, and also different areas grow different type of ways. He mentioned 3 different ways, and of course I do not remember them at all. I only remember the one from the South, and I barely remember that. It doesn't need complete full day sun, but he did say the name of it, and I forgot. So I have to come back. I got to get this right. Let me come back. Let me go back and see his video right quick. I got to get that name right. I need to start writing things down when I do see videos and things catch my attention. I need to write things down so I can remember, because I will not remember. I will not remember the name of the person that shared the video channel, and I will not remember all the information that they gave. So that's not too good on my part, because I want to be, when I share the information on my page, I want it to be very clear what I'm trying to say to others. So, you know, whatever information I share, I want you to know that is it to be truth of how I heard it as well. So I'm gonna go back to his video and hear what he said about the South in reference to the growing of the onions, but I think I'm gonna be fine. I did make a comment on his page, and I'm in hopes that he will hit me back and say, hey, you know, you're still gonna be okay. And so I was waiting on the response, but he has thousands and thousands of followers. So I know when you have a lot of followers like that, it's hard to keep up with what people are asking questions about, and you know, whether or not that's even, you know, people may have asked repetitious questions over and over, the same thing, and I'm sure that question I may have asked him, but that's just sometimes how it is when your channel is really big, and sometimes you don't get a chance to answer everything that everybody's saying. Yes, and it's still raining here. I'm sitting on my patio, thinking about putting some more seeds into little pots and everything so I can get something to germinate. I tell you, this gardening thing is a wonderful, beautiful thing. I love it. And so even if I'm not out there in the garden, I'm here on my patio or in my garage or somewhere trying to do something to get it to grow, because that is my passion and I love it so very much. So, but let me go back to his channel, and then I'm gonna come back to you and tell you the correct thing that I heard him say about the South, and I'll be back. Okay, so I wanted to get it right. So it is Next Level Gardening. It's the page that I was on looking at the information, and it's still thundering and lightning. I'm kind of looking around, I'm sorry. But anyway, what he was saying on there is for the northern part, it's going to be the long day onions. And he said that it's supposed to show on like something like this to tell you what it is. But on the back of my chart, it does give you the time frame to grow it, which is well. But most of them, he said, they did not have that information on certain things. Okay, and so in the midsection, which is the midsection here, he said that's going to be intermediate onions. And for the south, it's going to be the short day onions. And so that's short day onions, which we have a short day of growing, and I guess with daylight or whatever, in reference to the equation, we have the short day onion growth for the South. And so that is really my main concern. But on my little chart in the back, it clearly gives me, which is a very good guide. I don't know if you can see it. It looks like it's a little bit faded, but it does give me a guide here, which is really good. So I think I'm gonna be fine with putting my onion sets down, and because it says anywhere between January and April. So I think I'm gonna do well by doing that, putting them down today. I'm so excited. Today is May the 13th, and I'm so very excited to be growing my onions today and storing them today, because I purchased these maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm just now getting around to putting them out. So this is the month of May, and it said anytime between January and April. I'm a little bit over April, mid of May, so hopefully I will still do well with the growing of the onions and my harvest for them. So I'm excited about that. This is the first year I've ever tried to grow onions at all. So I'm really excited to see what they're gonna do. And I cannot wait. So onions, first year for onions. And I'm going to write on here so I can remember. I don't know how many people, I have to do better organizing and keeping up with my dates. I do have a journal where I can write these things down, but I have so much going on and so much I'm doing till I forget to keep a journal on them. And then when I want to go look back, I'm saying, oh wow, I don't even have that information. So it's very important to keep a journal on there so I can look back for next year and be organized. So my goal is to work on getting better organized with what I'm doing so that I can have a better garden each year, you know, with information that I have. And even like with the okra, last year I wasn't able to get, I got some okra, but not a lot. Last year was a bad year for a lot of people in okra in the South, and I'm not sure why, because we had heat and okra like it to be very hot. So I don't know what the situation was with okra last year for a lot of us in the South, but I hope and pray that it grows well this year. And my seedlings are doing very well. I sorted them off with seeds. So each year normally I would always I start off with seeds every year with my okra. And last year they didn't do well. The year before last they did do well. So we're gonna see what they're gonna do this year. So with that being said, I got another thing to do. I have this right here to try to figure out what I'm going to do with. Have a lot of seeds in here, and I think I'm going to try to germinate some. I should be throwing that in the trash can because, especially if it's a ragweed. Oh, my onions are coming up so well. So, this was a marigold in here, but I don't know what has tried to seed. What fell in here because it's a little bitty things coming up. I don't know. I don't think that's a marigold. That's probably ragweed again. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I have onions all the way back here. So I know I can't use this part. I'm gonna have only a little space that I'm gonna be able to use that for mine. I didn't plan that out very well, y'all. So I'm just gonna have a little bit of space to add some more seeds for my purple hull peas. I didn't plan it very well, but sometimes you don't gauge it good. And that's what happens. Really kind of leery of putting them here because now I'm kind of afraid that it's going to take away the shade from my onions. So I need to think about that before I do that. Will it bother my onions from getting sun? Let's see how high it grows. Decisions. I think if I do that, I need to read about it because I'm thinking it may take away from my onions. I think it may take away from my onions. So let me Google. So if I don't know, I'll Google or call someone that may be able to give me an answer for that. But let me check it out. Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing I read about that. So, what I found out is that onions and peas should not be grown together. It's something with it said the luminous. I would have to read the whole part again. But let me tell you, I have already planted my onions. And I should have looked that up at first. But right here, I probably will do some potatoes over here. because I think potatoes and onions is a good companion. But in reference to my purple heart peas, you see where they stopped at. They stopped right here, and my onions stopped right there. So it should not be bad for them. But next year I would know not to do that. Do not plant onions and peas together. Wow, new one on me. So I've done it. I'm not gonna pull my onions up. I'm not gonna pull my purple heart peas up. I just made a bad call on that. Bad call. Won't do it again. Okay, so let's move on to something else. I can't do my purple heart peas here, but I do want more purple heart peas. I just need to figure out where I'm gonna put them. So, what I'm going to do is drop some in here where it's not, you know, like it's a space in there. I'm going to drop some in there. That's what I'm going to do. And then they'll just be late bloomers. What you think about that? That's what I'm going to do. May not be too good of an idea, but it's an idea. Do. Oh, I got to throw that on.